Welcome back to Nest Studios. I'm your host, Birdtendo. Well, let me just tell you, today is a very, very special day. These hands that are holding these individual Pokemon packs, Pokemon figure packs, of course, it's a brand new wave, by the way, so that's pretty sweet. But those hands that have opened up Pokemon cards, reviewed figures, has gotten a hold of some authentic merchandise from the early 2000s. Let's just say they've turned 23 years old, and they're going to continue doing their job pretty much. Yeah, that's right. It's my birthday. It's my birthday, man. I've had a pretty good one so far. Actually, yesterday, it was a little pre-party planning. Went to Boston Pizza, had some great supper and everything else. It was just wonderful. I'm all stuffed up. I'm ready to go. Still coughing a little bit, but I'll be okay. So, these new Pokemon figures, Machop and Applin, we have already covered. Machop especially, I reviewed him on the train. Here's little Oshawott, looking adorable as always. Really, really cute little otter. For some reason, I call otters Ottos, like Otto Man from The Simpsons. He's the little bus driver pothead everybody knows about. They're going to be coming out with a new Treehouse of Horror pretty soon as well, too, which is, well, fittingly in November. Snivy, good old smug leaf looking smug, and Leaf, of course. He's looking pretty fantastic. Pretty nice indeed. Pardon me, landlord's dog came in. Pretty nice figures in between. Hey Ray, how are you?
Good. No mail.
No mail, nothing right there. So some nice figures to look at right there with Oshawott and Snivy. Moving on, next up we have this figure set with Porygon. Well, I wouldn't really say figure set. It's more of a just a regular set. Just an individual packaging for Porygon. Pardon me, I'm really tired. Porygon comes with that transparent stand, of course. I have yet to find Electivire, but there's Porygon. You know, Pory feels very, very lightweight. Almost has that feeling as if it was 3D printed, and I never held something 3D printed in all my life. He has articulation on his head, on his wing things, and on his tail. Wing things. I mean, what is Porygon supposed to be? Bulbapedia says he's supposed to be some sort of crane or whatever. One of those little tipping duck souvenirs that when you flick their heads they keep... Yeah, they're the drinking water cranes. I mean, Porygon 2 represents that even more. Raboot is up next. Most of you may know, what's his name? Freaking Go from Pokemon Journeys has his Raboot, and look at that, I just got him out of there lickety-split. See, that's how strong I am, man. Muscles and all. Yeah, Raboot looks pretty cool. I will admit Go's Cinderace is pretty adorable. I never owned a pet rabbit in my life, but I suppose cats are close. Raboot's got some articulation on his arms, on his head. Pretty good stuff. Though his legs, I kind of wish they moved. For such a rabbit-like character, who's pretty much wearing layering, and, you know, winter's coming pretty soon, so get the preparations ready to go before you freeze your balls over. One of my cats is here with me. Oh, there she is. Hey, Mama. Pardon moi. Next up, I'll save Cinderace for last, but here's Blastoise. The packaging feels incredibly heavy. That's when you know it's good. So here I go, getting Blastoise out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box. Hey, leave a like if you know what that song is. I know my mom used to love that show. It used to air on Playhouse Disney. Before they called it Disney Junior. Remember those good old days? Golden days. Well, I was in Canada, so I didn't really have much access to that. But yep, there's Blastoise. He's a turtle. He and a Blastoise. All the wonderful stuff. I mean, the Kanto starters are a bit mid. But yeah, Blastoise looks pretty dang sweet. He has a pretty nice tail. Both of his legs and arms are actually have some articulation, and that's pretty much it. I was hoping the head would have moved, but it doesn't really move that much. And his jaw is pretty much locked in because of the gimmick, which is pardon me, you press down on the tail and he fires his hydro pump harpoons at you. And that's what also causes him to open his mouth, so. But you know what? He's probably my favorite. Probably one of my favorite figures. So that's pretty sweet. I got a thing for heavy figures that feel heavy in the hand and have great quality. That's something I like. Something that I just like. And finally, we got Cinderace. Good old Cinderace. Found this nearby a Walmart. This is also where I picked up Transformers Rise of the Beasts. It's now on Blu-ray and DVD and 4K Ultra HD. If you want to waste a kidney to get that. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's something I picked up to watch. I watch a lot of movies, but honestly, very rarely, as I'm mainly just chilling almost all the time. But yeah, Cinderace, I would say that her articulation is pretty sweet, especially with the arms that are incredibly muscular, but the head on the ball joint, it's incredibly loose. And, you know, with the gimmick being nearby the torso, you gotta hold it in such a... Yeah, Cinderace is flexible, but you gotta hold that bunny at such an angle that it's a bit complex, but the gimmick is pretty much fun for this figure. So there's that. Of course, Cinderace and Scorbunny and Raboot being known for their kicking power, and being slower than Inteleon, which is surprising. The gimmick is she kicks, and she comes with her own Pyro Ball as well, too. Kind of like how Mewtwo came with his Psy Strike. Cinderace has her Pyro Ball. You gotta be careful holding that and see how far. That's a very powerful leg. I mean, you cannot underestimate rabbits that kick. And mainly the problem is just you gotta hold it perfectly just to not pop the ball joint off of Cinderace. So I'm just mainly leaning towards more of just, actually moving the joint of the leg that actually does the kicking momentum. But, overall, I think Cinderace is pales in comparison to Charizard. Meaning that, in my opinion, Cinderace is more fun as a battle feature figure than battle feature Charizard. So, yeah, ain't that a great birthday special? I'll try and get this on to YouTube. My father already wished me. Took him long enough. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Keep it unreal. Later.